good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. We are back with our Pokemon Insurgence randomizer Let's Play. Last time, we ended up finishing off Tane's Quest, which is one of the post-game options that you can follow up with after you beat the Pokemon League and all that sort of stuff. This time, we have a couple more post-game quests to finish up before we can finish out a lot more of the stuff. There is a lot of optional stuff we can do. Today, however, we are going to pick up with the other quest that we need to do. So, after you defeat the Pokemon League the first time around, you will get a call from the laboratory in the Scientist Club over here in, in Koril Town. They will ask you to go to Suntouch City. So, once you finish that, you gotta make sure, before you can get to that though, you need to make sure that you finish the quest line that they give you to beat the fossils and everything like that. If you go to the subway station, however, you see the professor. Thank you for coming. It's been a while, hasn't it? I must say, the Scientist Club definitely isn't as active as the rest of them. I might just disband it, honestly. There isn't much left you can help us out with, but this one, oh man, this is huge. Recently, our scientists have made a huge discovery, Delta species in other regions. I know, right? Isn't that amazing? Not only that, but researchers believe this might be the region that Delta species originated from. That's right, the Holon region. You might have heard of it before. Nobody really knows where they came from. Some ancient civilization, some energy wave. Maybe even just Darwinian mutation. But that's what you're here for. I'd like to cordially invite you to join us over in the Holon region. Guards will let you through if they say you're with me. But before you know it, you'll be on a path to a whole new region filled with Delta Pokemon. Aren't traditional Deltas either. The ones you'll find in Holon have all been discovered, so to speak, by guest researchers at the Holon University. So to speak. Hope you get what I mean. Researchers who discovered them will be recorded in their dex entries. Anyways, please, I'll see you in Holon. I know another Professor Maple who would love to make your acquaintance. I see you're with Professor Pine. Good to know. First door to the left in the building. Train to Holon leaves right away. Cool. So now, we get to move on to a whole different part of the region. And this starts the Holon region side quest. Now, here you can discover a whole bunch of other things like the Delta Reggie trio if you're playing base game. You'll also end up finding the magic carpet, which is what we need to get the replacement for Waterfall. However, we already have the magic carpet, to my knowledge. Maybe I'm delusional. Never mind. Alright, so, we're here. We're going to go in here. So we talked to this guy. Augur Seth, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming. Be the first to welcome you to the Holon region. Welcome to Settlement Foxtrot, part of an organization called Holon University. This entire region, Holon, is very new to us and still mostly unexplored. We've set up a few settlements like this, one in different areas of the region, but most of Holon is still wild terrain. More importantly, it seems to be filled to the brim with Delta species Pokemon. Follow me. These are Professor Pine and Professor Maple, respectively. We've already met. I'm Professor Pine, and of course, that's Professor Maple. Charmed. Doesn't seem too happy. Very respected researchers in their fields. Pine is an engineer working for Silphco. I'm the more experimental side of this project. I'm developing special Pokeballs on commission for the university and helping out with the study of Deltas found. Nice. And then Professor Maple is the region's leading expert on Delta species. That's right. I'm here to try and examine the Deltas here and see what they can tell about the distant past of this region. Why are there so many Deltas? Why are Deltas usually so stronger? Those are the kinds of questions I try to answer with my research, helping us try to figure out why there are so many Delta species here and where they come from. It'd be nice if you could help us out. We can supply you with Pokeballs and information you can't get anywhere else. Professor Pine can hook you up on any supplies you might need, and you and I can divide and conquer the region. If you go north through the grasslands, we have another settlement there. I can meet you there if you'd like. I'll be dropping by the different settlements. We don't have Pokemon here, so I can get you access to all the supplies you need. Oh, and one of your friends was invited here too. I think her name was Nora. She was out looking for Delta's Pokemon too. So we'll end up running into Nora, which is nice. I think she's working on something slightly different, but you might see her once or twice. Anyways, thanks for coming in. Let's meet up. Alright, so if we talk to Professor Pine, we're going to give him Pokeball items. Let's see what we get here. We get all sorts of different Pokemon. Every bit. Okay, so this is helpful. Ball works especially well in legendary mystical Pokemon. So we're gonna stock up on a few of these. Mostly because I want to complete my dex entries. And then we have shiny Pokeballs. She's also going to be our Mart specialist, which gives us access to full restores, escape rips, all sorts of stuff. I don't remember if the Ancient Balls are in base game or not, but I will tell you if they are definitely helpful in getting your legendaries part filled out. There's also Delta Balls, Snowballs that puts them into a sleep if it fails, which is also a really good one, and then your basic Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Great Balls. So she'll be at every one of she'll be at every single one of the settlements that I know of. I'm gonna look around real quick and see if there's any more items in here. Yes, Heavy Ball. Alright, cool. And then there's a lot of huts in here, so we're just going to head north and get started. See what we can find in the holon grasslands. That is probably a trainer battle, but I'm not going to worry about it. There's another Baniri. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of that real quick. Probably be faster than trying to run from it. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I hope it gets better as it goes on. We're going to find a lot of items around here. There's Beedrill's Megastone that I don't really need. We do also have wild trainer battles here that are going to be fun to try and deal with, but I'm personally not going to partake in a whole lot of them right now because at this point, with the way that my Pokemon are, the only ones that really need levels are my ones that are sub 100, which reminds me, I'm going to put Dragonite up front, keep Jirachi in the back. Because once you beat the Pokemon League, I did find this out after last episode, if you beat the Pokemon League and you defeat Ryukura for the first time, the level cap in hard mode does go off, or get switched off in the game. So you don't have to worry about leveling unless you absolutely want to. I personally would recommend doing so, just because if you don't do the Elite Four quests the first time around and you want to try and redo them, or get them done the second time or third time around, you want to be as high level as possible that you may be able to get to, because they do get a lot harder as time goes on. Okay, that was a nice one shot. Let's go. Keep doing me, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Let's go ahead and heal Dragonite really quick, because I did not realize how low on the totem pole he was. Where is it? There you are. She was. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so we have this here. B seems to detail some sort of training regimen. There's a button on the bottom marked Start Buzzer. Would you like to press it? Okay. Don't exactly know what that was, but alright, I guess. It was a Delta Trico that just showed up there. There's a Manaphy statue here for some unknown reason. I don't know what for. Oh, I think it has something to do with that, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's see. This takes us back to Settlement Foxtrot, which I don't want to go back to. This should take us, hopefully, the right way. Maybe. Or am I just dumb? No, this is back to Settlement Foxtrot. That's just the other way to go. All right, cool. So, I honestly have zero idea where I'm going. I'm assuming I just got to go this way. Oh, it's this way. Good to see you again. We're examining the area, and it seems there's a couple directions we can go from here. There's a lake up north, but you need to be able to climb waterfalls to get up there. There's a marsh to the east and a desert to the south. Why don't you take the desert? I'll take the marsh. Afterwards, we can regroup and double check and make sure we haven't missed anything. Desert's just south of here. Good luck. All right, so Professor Maple has just inclined us to head towards Settlement Oscar, or not Settlement Oscar, the Holon Pyramid, which is the other area to go with. And then we got a nice little Pokemon Center tent here, the cab if we want, which I don't really need to worry about right now. So we're going to head into Holon Desert. Now, once we get into the desert, there's a couple things you want to keep your eyes out for. First of all, any items that you might want, and the pyramid. Now, the pyramid is the main interest point, which is right here. So we go in here, and then we run into Nora. I knew you'd find me somewhere. Good to see you, so I'm glad you're doing well. It's crazy to think that you're the Augur. Now, I remember Bolto had our first battle back in Midnight Town. Now you're out here helping out with the Holon research team. You know what? There's no better way to celebrate how far we come than doing what we did when we first met. Bring it on. All right, so we get forced into a battle with Nora here. I'm not sure I like that, but you know what? We have no real choice. He's trying to teleport already? Bro, get out. Nora. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have Levitate, so I have to use Magnet Rise against that. That sucks. Oh, well. 15-11, Garchomp. Yeah, you know, just in case. We're going to get the other ones some levels, too, because I don't have the Lucky Eggs on everything at the moment, and I don't plan on putting them back on for a while. So, we're just going to kind of do what I want. And okay, so you have Dig. I don't like that. So not Hoopa. Yeah, just because I don't like that. And plus I have fairy type moves anyways. So it doesn't really make too much difference. But yeah, I hope everything's going well for you guys. I hope everybody's doing fine. It is starting to get colder, I've noticed recently in the coming days, since it's what is it? It's slowly but surely inching its way towards December, the forbidden month. God, I just said it now. Nope. I have contributed to her defrosting again. If you're curious as to what I'm talking about, my brain associates the beginning of November to the defrost cycle for Mariah Carey. Welcome to my brain in a nutshell. I have nothing but used memes and very horrible ideas. Alright, so you got a hyper potion. It's not gonna do any favors. Holy crap, this Garchomp is tanky. Very tanky. We're just gonna bonk. Very tanky, but then again, my attack is sapped by half, so I'm not really worried about it. Alright. Guess I shouldn't be really surprised, considering you know the whole Giratina thing. I wish I was as great as you. Anyways, I should get going. I'm heading up north. I only went to this pyramid to get the waterfall item anyways. Good luck. Hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Alright, so as you've just heard, there is an item in here that allows us to get waterfall, which is the magic carpet that I mentioned earlier. That is the replacement for HM waterfall in this game. I'm not using the Sacred Ash right now. I want this to go there. Thank you. Alright, so now we gotta go through this pyramid. At some point or another, once we go through, what is it? There is also where you can find, if I remember correctly, a couple other things. I don't remember what all of them are, but we're gonna go through this. This is the same layout as the pyramid we went into a few episodes back for the, for what is it? The Delta, what is it? Delta for Atenra-set Tefnut. What does this say? Atenra-set Tefnut. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't really pay too much attention to Egyptian. Curiously recognizable symbols can be seen amongst the hieroglyphs. They read 4ET. Okay. So I'm guessing that's for some sort of a hieroglyph puzzle that we got to do in here. I suppose we'll find that out sooner rather than later. That is a Delta Larvesta. As much as I would, we'll give it a couple tries to catch this and see if we can get anything out of this. Because I know this can go into Delta Volcarona, and Delta Volcarona almost wiped my team a few episodes back, which is really spooky. And I don't particularly like that. But it is also poison type, so it'd be a potential replacement for Lux if I ever got tired of him, I suppose, which I don't ever think I will. Granted, it is quad weak to Earth, but that's besides the point. Dark Poison, that's not bad. Anywho, so we're just going to let... Okay. I wasn't going to say we're just going to let Dragonite suffer through the poison for a little bit, but I think we're just going to get rid of that because I don't like watching the screen flash red. Defense Pill, Max Potion, I might have a Peachy Berry in here somewhere. I probably don't, knowing my luck. Hang on, let me see. Sally. I do not. Alright, well, he's just going to have to suffer through poison until I can full restore him. Recognizable symbols, they read 1SE. Okay, so one is, I'm thinking with this puzzle, if I'm using my brain here, where'd my pen go? I have a pen somewhere. I have to write this down, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind for it. So we have, what do we say? 4 is 8, so A, E, T. 1 is set. I'm guessing it has to do with the puzzle at the top of the pyramid, so we'll figure that out once we get the rest of the glyphs. Okay, Hitmonchan, not really going to worry about that right now. Genesect, already starting to bug me with legendaries today, are you? Oh boy, self-destruct, never mind, I guess we're not catching Genesect. Alright, so we're going to go down this ladder, I suppose. I'm not going to worry about you right now. If I can find a way down the ladder without hurting myself. Good. Okay, Lampent. Go ahead and do that, because it's part fairy. double battle right off the rip. Gnarly. We're just going to go ahead and get out of that. Can't escape. You have charge. Fine. Guess I'll just do what I'm supposed to do. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Much as I would love to add you to my collection for a second one, but not today. Alright, so let's go over here. Nothing's here. I'm trying to remember where all these items are. It's not really easy when you haven't played this game for so many years. Let's see what's up here. There's a TM over there. Lombre. Alright. Okay, give me just a second, chat. I need to go take care of something here really fast, so I will be right back once I get out of this battle here. Well, I'm definitely screwed now because it's killed my Lexray. Alright, so give me a couple minutes. I'm going to get out of this battle, and then I'm going to meet you back here in the pyramid once I get back from what I'm doing. Alright, then we're back. Sorry about that. I had some personal things that needed my attention, so I had to take a quick break. So anyway, we're back in Holon Pyramid. Looking around for anything and everything relating to this pyramid. There's nothing here. Let's see. We're just running into a lot of Pokemon today. I should have made sure to buy repels because I don't think I have any on me at the moment, which kind of sucks, but we'll make do with what I've got. Alright, well, here's Registeel. Even though I really don't want to catch him, I think I might, just for the hell of it. Burn through some of these ancient ones that I just bought, like, not too long ago. See if they actually work. Now, they got a higher catch rate than Ultra Balls, that's for damn sure, but I don't think I'm going to bother using a whole lot of them. At least not on something I know I'm not going to use on my team. Alright, so there's the ladder. Directly southeast from the wall that requires the password to enter it. Okay, what's this? Level 17 Darkrai. Cool. Don't really want you anymore. Bye-bye. Okay. Recognizable symbols. 3HM. Okay, well, let's have a look-see. Yellow, red, blue. So if we get the template map... Okay, never mind, that's not going to work. Alright, so... Get the magic carpet. I believe it's up in the northeastern quadrant, which I gotta find a way to get up there because I have no idea how much of a maze this pyramid is. I've already been this way. We're running into a lot of Pokemon, so I might have to leave for a minute. Actually, there's a password thing down here, so I'm gonna go see if I can get it really quick. Excuse me. I was gonna say it's a miracle I even got on to do the video this morning because I read 2K. Okay. Ow. Oh, there goes my headphones. It's fine, I'll pick them up later. Not like I don't know where they are anyways. Okay, so I don't know if that's for the top floor or not. But we're gonna just try to see what we can find out here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Holy moly. Okay. Alright, so I think what we're going to do now is I might just say screw it and cut until we find out where we're at here. Probably won't though, because I've already cut this video once, and I don't like cutting more than once unless I absolutely have to. Northeastern's that way, the other way. Well, I've already been up here once, so we'll come up here and we'll deal with this really fast. Come on. Let me up here. So, if I'm thinking right, click yellow, red, blue. Opens a door, takes us into a supposed Delta Torchic encounter, which is actually Mareep for this randomizer. But if you're curious what the code was, it's yellow, yellow, red, blue. I don't remember how the hell I remember that, but... And can I go down the hole, please? Like, hello? Am I just not allowed to fall down there? I guess not. Maybe I am. Okay, it takes me down to a ladder that I don't know where I'm going, but... Takes me to an HM. There's TM41, which is Torment. Firo. Yeah, everything in here seems to be very sporadically leveled, which I'm not sure is a good thing. Considering we are supposed to technically be in a whole other region, so we're gonna... I think this is the way to get to it. There's a bunch of red things over here, so I don't like that. So we're going to dip out of this. Is this what it is? Alright, so there's the magic carpet. So you want to fast track, go all the way up, find the Delta Torchic fight, take the drop down, take the ladder. This is Ancient Symbols. Ancient Lion Guardian, Stone Keyboard Mechanism reset rests below. I gotta remember how to spell this. S-E-K-H. Alright, so if you want a free Delta Riolu fight, there's a red tablet in the back. You just enter Sekhmet. It's S-E-K-H-M-E-T. And that gets you a free Delta Riolu fight, but we're just going to go ahead and get this out of here because it's a randomizer and it's not actually Delta Riolu. And now we're going to get our way out of this pyramid. If I can remember how in the heck to do that, because I have gone 6,000 different ways from Sunday in here. There we go. Holy Pidgeot. It's me, Professor Maple. You got to come out here and see this. I'm just outside the pyramid. I was stopping by the desert to check on you when I saw the most incredible thing. Alright, so... Not even one step after we get off the phone, we get pounced by a fighting type. Bye-bye. Get out. Oh, excuse me. My sinuses seem to be acting up today. Okay. Let's get out of this pyramid. If, again, I can remember how the hell to do it. There we go. Alright, cool. Seth, you need to see this. It's important. Okay, so she's just dragging us along. What's this? While you were in the pyramid, something happened here. I know, right? Understatement of the century. One of our field agents here reported a battle between two powerful Pokemon. Only a legendary Pokemon can cause this much destruction so quickly, but there aren't very many ground or rock type legendaries. Red Rock doesn't have any enemies as far as we know, and I feel like we know if Kyogre and Grotto in here. It must be a Delta. It must be, she says. Okay. Said I was crazy. They said a Delta species legendary was a fantasy, an impossible dream, but I'll find one. I'll show them all. Anyways, please keep me updated. Let me know if you see these mysterious Pokemon or find evidence. I'll call you. Head out to Settlement in Juliet. You might want to head north, too, when you're done here. There's a lake, a mountain, and more that way. Alright, well, let's go grab the items that I supposedly missed out here. That, I don't think I'm going to be able to get right now. Or maybe I will. Hell, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and fake my way out of that. Delta Scrafty. Okay, so we go up here, go around this way, grab this. I have no idea what this is. Sand seems deeper. It's quicksand. Where does it take me? It takes me somewhere. I don't know where the hell this is. I'm guessing this is probably where we fight Delta Registeel. Maybe not. Drifloon. I'm actually curious. Do you guys wouldn't mind leaving it in the comments? What's your favorite... what's your favorite Pokemon? Like, what entitles a good Pokemon or your favorite Pokemon to you? You already know mine. It's in my name. It's not that hard to piece that together. And no, I'm not talking about, like, Deltas or anything like that. I'm just talking about, in general, what all is your favorite Pokemon to use ever? Like, what is your... ultimate go-to reference Pokemon for your favorites. Just let me know in the comments, and I will either debate you or not debate you. I don't know. The Delta Registeel. It's full on fire type. I might just try and catch it just because I need another fire type in my team. Yeet. Okay, well that didn't work worth a damn. Alright. Can confirm. Ancient Ball is probably not the ball you want to spend your money on. Alright, so we've already used 2. I'm definitely not catching you, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll fill out the Pokedex later when I actually have time to do it. So we're going to go this way, I guess. See if there's anything over here. That dude wants to fight me. I don't really want to. Oh, so we just find a random lucky egg over here. Alright, Lapras pack. Let's go out this way. Okay. Random bunch of islands out here. I don't know where exactly I'm going. More items. I'm not even on the Lapras pack. Why are you... Okay. Weird. Random life orb just sitting here. Sick. Thanks. Could definitely use more than those, though, because those are actually really helpful in some cases. Dragonite. Bonk. Ow. Lord. Working at the gym today kind of screwed my arms up, so we're kind of just trying to rest. Pearl, huh? Okay. I don't need pearls. I have plenty of enough money. I have way more than enough money. Magnetic Flux. What is that? I am confused as to what Magnetic Flux even is, but that's probably not a move that I can teach to Dragonite. I could probably teach it to Magnezone, but probably not to Dragonite. It's probably a Steel-type move. Be interesting if I can find out where it's at, or if there's a move tutor for it. It was a rumbling noise from beneath the sea. Okay. Don't like that. So we just keep heading this way. And we end up coming up here. I should follow my mission for Maple and explore the lake completely above and under. Which means there is a dive spot in here that I'm missing. Alright. Pursue surf. There's a dive spot. Yes. Powerful rip current in this area. Try to make it out within 3 minutes. Okay. Where in the hell? Okay. So, Registeel and Delta Registeel, we're just going at it down here. I guess. Sure. And there's still a chance that we're going to find random encounters down here, which I didn't think we were, so that's my own fault. No, and I can't escape either way. That's kind of weird. How you can and can't. Sometimes. Oh well. It's fine, we'll deal with it. We will deal with it. Bye-bye. Okay. My god. Amount of wild encounters always seems to come back and bite me. I need to start stocking up on Rax Repels. What's in here? So this is a random encounter I did not think I was going to find. Apparently there's just a random Delta Magby sitting in this corner. Adamant Orb. I don't even know how to get up there. I don't think I can. So I'm not going to bother. I think we're just going to go ahead and get on out of here. Because this is not where I need to be right now. Powerful Rip Current. Try to make it out with 3 minutes. Sure, I can do that. Takes me out right there. Oh, Pokegear's buzzing. Hey, Seth, it's me, Professor Maple. Got some interesting news. Any luck with finding those fighting Pokemon or like the ones we saw in the desert? You saw Regice fighting with a similar looking Pokemon except it was made of water? That's incredible. It must be a Delta Regice. Thanks for that, Captain Obvious. Delta won naturally. Of course it must have. Delta's just so much stronger. They didn't finish. I'm sure the Delta would have won in the end, though. Future of Pokemon. They can't lose. With me by their side, I will rule that future. What? Okay. As I was saying, this makes it very likely that Regirock was involved in the fight of the desert. Tells Regice was really fighting with some Fury form, perhaps similar confrontation took place. Important thing, though, is that some people have decided to Registeel up north. We'd like your assistance. It's very possible Registeel is going to confront the South of Fortune. Maybe we can trap it, study it? Definitely. Do nothing malicious with it? Please come north. I'm waiting to settle with Juliet. That's a settlement right up the mountain. Alright, so now we're in settlement Alpha. Sect plate. Yeah, this definitely is not going to be good. Yeah, let's heal my party. Thank you. Yeah, this is not going to be kosher. Can't get in there. I'm going to be used to anything about this. Really tough time to get all the toxic croaks to leave the area. Eventually trace the nest of escape. We were able to collapse. A lot of researchers think that might have jinxed the settlement, so they moved north to settlement Juliet. Even the smartest people can believe in the oddest things. Alright, cool. So, more items in here. Full incense. Settlement Alpha. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm... Oh, hello. Watch out for the trees, my friend. Why am I watching out for the trees? Are they speaking a certain language? Into Magnazone. Okay. Bye. It's a waste of a ninja ask, but okay. Bye-bye. So we'll just get rid of you, because there's nothing you can go into anymore. Sure. Been watching TV all day while on research breaks. Sorry. Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't be doing that, homeboy. Just gonna throw that out there. Oh, goody. More strength puzzles. My favorite. Okay, now I'm curious. I pick up a stick. What does it do? What do... Oh, the stick is just the held item for Farfetch'd. Alright, there's got to be a way through here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. There's a random ranger here. The hell is this? Careful not to step in the campfire. What the hell? Okay. There's a Delta Paris back there. I suppose if I can get back to it. Hi. A random Galele appeared. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's weird. That's really weird. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and just get out of there, because I don't have a reason to be in there anymore. Masquerain. Oh, boy. Excuse me. I really should not be yawning, but I'm doing it anyways. Alright, well, let's just... I don't know what the deal is with this. Is there, like, an ability I can do? No, but it... definitely looks like a clock of some kind, so I'll deal with that at some point, but I don't think I need to deal with it right now, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. What's this? Excuse me. Jungle to the east, mountain to the north. Where you go really depends on what you're looking for. Be advised, east is a dead end. There's no settlement beyond the jungle. If you want to find your settlement, Juliet, go north. There's no reason not to explore the jungle too. Yes, so we'll explore the jungle at a later date. What are you? Breakthrough. Professor Mapers had Delta legendaries. Different than you expect. Like, first of all, legendaries are unique, one of a kind. What can this mean? Legendaries not unique. Are there only two? How does it fit together? I don't know, lady. Not sure the fact that there being a hyperspace hole is a good thing here, so we're gonna... let's do some experimentation. Where does this take me? Takes me up the... oh. This takes me back to No Man's Land. What in the goddamn... Alright, cool. Cool. No, that's another way back to No Man's Land. Granted, I can't do anything else over there, but it's... interesting. Unfurl the magic carpet. Yes, I'd like to use waterfall. And then, of course, it tells me Gudra use it. Good to see you. Been a while, hasn't it? I haven't seen you since Pyramid. Listen, so we're going to battle. That's obviously going to happen. Before we start, you know Professor Maple? Haven't really been working with him. I've been helping out Professor Pine, but he's been acting super weird. Stormed into summit Juliet yelling something about Delta legendaries. Might be losing it. I'm worried. The whole Delta thing's getting to him. You're working with it, right? You want to keep an eye on him. Anyways, you know why I'm here. Alright, so I guess we begin the episode with the battle with Nora. Tangrowth. No. Go away. I don't want you here. Bye-bye. Be gone, thought. Aha. Hail. Bonk. Okay, well that doesn't do anything, but it poisons you at least. I obviously have no idea what type this thing is. All I know is it definitely... is weak to something. I just don't remember what. Yes, it is poison. You gonna full restore this again? No, you're not. Alright. Starting off strong today, boys, I swear. Black Sludge, about to send in Charmander. Bet you money it's Delta, so we're just gonna risk it and go into Goodra anyways. No, I lied. It's just a regular old Charmander. Actually wouldn't be bad using. Yeah, that Focus Sash is really doing you some good there, isn't it, bud? Deerling? Yeah, sure. I guess we'll go into Hoopa. Why not? I need to get the rest of these people some levels, because I'm definitely slacking in the level department right now. Ice Beam is free. I don't actually remember what her lineup is for this first bit. Level 97, Wall Rain. Nah, we'll stick around. Probably not a good idea because it is part ice. Life Orb kills me because I'm an idiot. Alright, well, we know what I'm dealing with, so let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Rocky Helmet. Bonk. Full restores again? Damn, she's more of a champion of the league than I am. Oh no, my hail. It outspeeds me anyway, so I'm not going to risk it. Where are you? Full restore. There we go. Boop. Let's go ahead and heal you back up. Yeah, because I had a feeling she was going to do that anyways. Let's see if I can burn you somehow. Be funny. Yeah, I tried. Yeah, my sinuses are definitely really not having a good time today. It's even worse because it's not even, like, allergy season anymore. Oh, boy. Golett. Yeah, why not? Just in case, because I know it's part ghost and it also can be a fighting type if it's Delta Golett. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Totemize. Oh no, I've been hailed on. Oh no, it's got leftovers. I'm so scared. Became nimble. You are really raising your speed there, pal. We're gonna fix that. Bye-bye. Girafarig. No, but it is Delta. Excuse me. Oh my god. It's got a chain chomp for a tail. My lord. Please don't eat me. I'm sorry I talk crap about you all the time behind your back. Just kidding. Your chain chomp definitely weighed you down. 4580, that's not bad. That's annoying. Well, it's what happens. I don't get how you do it. Maybe I'll beat you, but I have to taste the loss for now. Maybe the most talented trainer of this generation. I don't know how someone can be so good. Just remember what I said about Professor Maple, okay? Yeah. I wonder if this would happen to a distinguished professor and he's surrounded by Delta Pokemon. Wonder how that ancient civilization disappeared if there were Delta legendaries around. I'll see you around. Alright, so Nora just left. There's an item down there, but I'm not going to go over it. Rock climb. Oh no, it just takes us further up the mountain with the Meloetta wall. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like to use rock climb. Yeah, here. Okay, so I have to go either one way or the other, which kind of sucks, but I suppose I'll have to figure that out as I go along. Hyper voice. That's kind of cringe. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's go get... Or not, because I'm just gonna get bombarded by wild Pokemon encounters. Holy moly. No, you know what? We're just gonna get out of here. Come on. That was definitely worth my time going over here for that. Ooh. Tempting. Not tempting enough, though. Not tempting enough, though. And there's a trainer right there. I don't like that in the slightest. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal my team up. And then I'm going to call it for today. Because I'm already over my time limit that I would like to strive for episode-wise. So, next episode... Excuse me, my voice just cracked. I don't know why I did that. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and finish up the Holon quest. Which, mind you, also you... God damn it, if I wish I could speak English, that would be nice. My lord. Okay, well, that sucks. Okay, well, this quest you are, in fact, needing to do if you want to challenge Ryukura and fight Arceus if you're fighting in base game. So, I'm going to end it off there. I'm going to go kill some of these trainers, or complete some of these trainers. Let me rephrase that. We're not killing. We don't kill. We're going to go defeat some of these trainers, get my levels up, and clear the path a little more, because I'm kind of running out of ideas here. So, we'll be back next episode to finish up Holon, and then we'll go do some more of the optional other stuff that we'll have that is open to us in the Tauren region and the Holon region. So, until then, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Leave a like if you want to, sub if you want to. I'm not going to force you to do any of that stuff. There's no reason to do it. Yeah, next time we'll have a little more fun. All right, see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.